Blah. I don't know what the hell GM was thinking with this design. Well, I just wanted to show you all this 2003 Pontiac Aztek with 87,000 miles. Now, this is considered to be one of the ugliest cars to come out of GM in recent history. Well, I think out of all cars in general, it's just one of the ugliest. Without any offense to the Pontiac Aztek fanatics, I've made a video in the past of a Pontiac Aztek. Many of those guys ripped me a new lower exit, but it is what it is. Now, just check out the styling to this thing. It's just absolutely funky. It looks as if a Saturn did a Pontiac. You can see how the Saturn is melting over a Pontiac. Nonetheless, I guess it earns its place as one of the most unique-looking vehicles, but unique as an ugly. So, let's take a look in back. It has that little spoiler lip on the middle of the liftgate. You can see the black bumpers. Looks as if it was painted with undercoating spray. Usually they came with a bare plastic, so likely the previous owner painted it, as the sun tends to discolor the bare plastic, like that Explorer right there. Two-piece glass design, so yeah, you can see through here as well. This Aztek rides on 215 70/16s rear drum brake, so you can expect excellent braking performance. Pontiac did market this as a little cute camper. The liftgate would open up and you can attach like a little tent to drop down, so would have made a little camper. So I guess that was a cool little thing. Interior really isn't something to go yay about, but it is functional and very comfortable actually. Interior quality is absolutely awful. I'll get to showing you in a moment. But first off, the door panel, plasticky finish up here. Armrest slightly soft, auto down function for the driver window, door locks. Everything is plasticky over here, and this is so flimsy you can see shavings right there. And please excuse the door bong that comes out of the door speaker as opposed to a little tiny chime from under the dash. Adjustments to the driver's seat, this little switch down here, very hidden. This lever to adjust the backrest is broken. I'm sure it probably shredded through. So right now there's no adjustments to this backrest. Lock, unlock, dislatch the rear liftgate, panic, typical GM key. Now check out this interior. Oddly proportioned, has all sorts of different shapes, different choices of materials, and it's not that well put together, no offense, but I have got to give a kudos to GM for making this thing so comfortable and very roomy. The Aztek rode on the same platform as the Chevrolet Venture, so it does have a minivan-like ride. It will be soft and very smooth. Overall handling isn't going to be that impressive. A similar sister to the Aztek is the Buick Rendezvous, which also wasn't the most cleverly designed vehicles to roll out of GM. It was meant to compete against BMW X5 back in them days. It had an overall funky design to it, both front and back and within the interior, and awful choices of materials. But also they were comfortable and very roomy. That's just the only positive thing they had going for them. Now, these seats are very cushiony, that support your back. The armrest, even the biggest fatty will feel right at home in here. So I mean, this is a rolling couch nonetheless, and there's lots of legroom. Now, the choice of materials throughout the interior really isn't that good. And you'll see this Aztek with 87,000 miles, it's 2003, so it's old, but the dashboard has warped somewhat up there. You can see it also warping somewhat over here as well. The dashboard is cushiony, but it's obvious GM really didn't do enough testing to ensure that it wouldn't warp with age and heat. This section, very padded, cushiony up there, it's like a pillow up there. Glove box drops right open. It's not damped at all. It is quite large. Being designed further up would have been a more clever approach. Here's a radio, in-dash CD, cassette, climate control, power outlet. Dislatch the rear liftgate. These use a 4-speed automatic, nothing else. GM really didn't utilize more advanced transmission those days. Would have been a cup holder. They inserted an ashtray over here, but you can't really pick it out. Here is the center console. It is a bit jiggly. Lift up this section, you have this little tray, and inside you'll find what appears to be a little mini fridge. I assume it cools with AC, as I don't see a separate switch or thermostat anywhere, so I assume it cools with the cold air that runs through into the back seat. So I guess it'll keep maybe fruits and such fresh. Now, one little stupid design is that once you open this lid, you can't open it up all the way. You have to pump up the armrest over here, and now you can comfortably open it up this way. Badly designed as well. Steering wheel, leather wrapped, side bolsterings, rear controls, right there, volume, cruise control up here on the turn signal lever, wipers, intermittent speed. That's about it there. Headlamps, automatic headlamps, interior lighting, and panel dim. Power mirrors are right up over here. There are no oh shit handles. There is a mirror, no vanity light. It does have a slide out shade, so this will come to use once you slide open the sun visor and slide this little flap right there. Has a little sleep. Driver's side. No vanity light either. It's a little squeaky. We'll leave it there. Now check out the back seat. Interior qualities carry over into the door panel. Nothing changes. There is lots and lots of legroom in this back seat. You have the rear AC right there, in case you didn't get a good view. Legroom is just generous. It's like a limo back here. You have a power outlet. No armrest here in the center, but these backrests do recline with this little lever right there. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like when it's reclined. So I mean, it's a comfortable place to be. And the seats do fold down. These back seats do tumble forward. Push down the backrest and pull this lever. Tumbles forward, so you have more access over here to the cargo floor. These seats are removable, by the way. But you guys are getting the idea here. Pop up the liftgate. Lift up the glass. We're just having trouble staying up. Crap. Please stay up. A lower section opens up pickup style, like a tailgate. Just lift right there. So that's pretty cool. And this thing has a Pioneer audio system and radio controls back there. Power outlet down below. So this thing has to have a kick-ass stereo. You have some storage containers right there. This tailgate is going to close on my back. Pretty convenient. Cargo net. This slides forward too. Trying to see how that works. There you go. Just wheels right out. Ugh, I'm trying to hold this tailgate and the camera at the same time, so forgive me. You can see right there. That's what it looks like, by the way, but it doesn't hold. As you saw. With my knee. And close it right down. This is a little bit annoying. It really does mess up rear visibility. GM did an awful job in designing that liftgate. Suburbans, Tahoes, and Astrovans had dividers like that, and to me that was just so annoying. Under the hood, GM's 3.4 liter V6, it's a 3400 engine, has 185 horsepower. These engines have the potential of being reliable and supporting high mileage, but unfortunately during these years the 3400 engine was plagued with head gasket issues. Cooling fans also had a tendency of failing as well. For the time being, this engine is running fine, so it's possible that with good maintenance and a very gentle driver, it can last you. Give it a little rev right there. 4K rev limit. That's about it, 4K rev limit. Close the doors. It's actually very quiet inside. Now the facts are clear. The Aztek was one of the biggest failures to roll out of GM. I read an article that a dealership had trouble selling the Azteks, and they stayed on the dealer lot for about 2 years, and they had practically 0 miles on them. They managed getting rid of them by selling them at half the price of what they originally sold for. So there are probably 2 happy owners out there, or at least somewhat. So I'm kind of hoping that I didn't piss off Aztek fanatics this time around. It is what it is. One of the biggest flops and one of the ugliest cars out on the road, and also not that reliable. Anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching.